but rather to build strength through functional strength training so that you can go about your days with greater mobility and less pain to do all that God has for you to do. Have you ever wondered what people do with those elastic sheets that stretch? Do you want a portable option to keep up with strength training while on your travels? This episode is for you if you're looking to start strength training and don't want to spend a lot of money on tools and you want portability in mind. Is it hard to make healthy food choices and find time to exercise because you're too busy? Welcome to Self-Care for Busy Moms. I'm your host, Susan. That was me, overwhelmed with my kids' schedules, running things smoothly and ignoring the stress that was affecting my body. But then I found ways to bring myself back to health with food, exercise, and Christ. I can't wait to share them with you too. Get your step counter and remember the sunscreen. It's time to get started on your self-care. Become an insider for Self-Care for Busy Moms. You'll get strategies to take better care of yourself and your family, as well as exclusive information about special events and offers. The link is bit.ly/4N2UB, capital U, capital B. Hello, friend. There was a time when I was so determined to get through a workout and push myself to get stronger and more fit that I ended up injuring myself. It didn't happen right away, but it started as a sore and then progressed with greater pain in my shoulder. The journey to full healing took a total of 6 months of physical therapy, but because I was a busy mama of little boys at the time, I had zero time to go in regularly for physical therapy sessions, and the whole prospect of that gave me such anxiety, and I literally pleaded with the physical therapist to just give me a plan, and I promised that I would do it at home diligently. So, after only one session at the physical therapist, I was heading home with the printout of the physical therapy exercises. I can really be dialed in and focus when I really have to, and my determination here was set. So, I did everything that was on the printout every single day, at least 3 times each day, because that is what was prescribed. Between taking care of babies and littles and all the home chores and running the family, I was doing shoulder exercises with the bands constantly. I felt like I was working out every moment of every day. This was my first introduction to the use of exercise bands. If anyone's done physical therapy, they'll know what the bands look like. These were in different color for different resistance or tension levels. They're basically long elastic sheets where I would hold the ends or hold anywhere along its length to do my exercises. So basically within 6 months, I had recovered and felt back to normal. Ever since then, I've been a fan of resistance bands. I'm also a fan of physical therapy because I really know it helps. I can toss my bands into my bags if I'm traveling and I'm able to do some strength training while on a trip. They don't take up much space in my luggage and they're super light to carry. And these sheets of elastics are basically where I started my strength training journey. Before then, I just did a lot of cardio. I eventually moved on and got some hand weights, but until then, resistance bands were what I used. I still use them as alternatives to the hand weights just for variety. And at home, my resistance bands don't take up a lot of space and they're very cost effective to start strength training. Hand weights, on the other hand, take space and they're very heavy and they're not easily portable and they're not always the cheapest if you compare them side to side with resistance bands. So if you're starting out, I would start off with getting resistance bands so you can do your workouts at home with minimal cost and space for the equipment. You can stash all the bands into a wicker basket near your workout space. This is what I do, and it's all in one place in my room so that my room still looks like a bedroom and not like a workout room. I keep my hand weights under my bed. When it comes to resistance bands, there are a few different types. The ones that I use for my physical therapy were very inexpensive and were basically sheets of elastic. You can find latex-free types online, And then, guess what? There are resistance bands that are like large loops of varying tensions and thicknesses. We got these when my son was in baseball, and they used them for their training. I've since inherited them, and I'll sometimes adapt them into my workouts and do some moves. And you know what? My son will also pull these out now and then and still get some use out of it. The third variety of resistance bands are the ones that have handles attached to them. And honestly, these are really handy for gripping. And there are door anchors that help to really make this perfect for home workouts. I just got a set of these and I'm loving them. I can go back and actually do my shoulder exercises easily with the door anchor, and I can adjust the height to where it anchors on the door frame when the door closes. There are a slew of videos on YouTube and online for beginning resistance band workouts. So I'm not going to go into the weeds of discussing actual workouts. However, I will be discussing 5 steps that you can take to get started on working out at home with resistance bands. So the first step is to choose the right bands. As I mentioned, they come in varying tension levels. There's light, there's medium, and heavy. Pick the one that matches your current strength. When I did my physical therapy, one of the bands that I was using, it got very worn and it snapped unexpectedly and it was very painful. So this is my recommendation. Make sure you check the condition of your bands occasionally and replace them when they are showing signs of wear and tear. Ensure that your band is durable and suited for your exercises. If you don't have any, there are so many inexpensive options available online and on Amazon. So pick out the type that suits your needs, offers a variety of resistance levels, and you're good to go. The second step is to have proper form when you're doing the basic exercises. So start with basic exercises. For example, bicep curls or squats or chest presses, because these will be easy to search up online for demonstrations of proper form. Focus on correct posture and controlled movements to prevent injury and to maximize muscle engagement. As you're working through your exercise plan and paying attention to proper form, the third step is to gradually increase resistance or your reps or sets over time. You can add 2 to 3 reps per week or switch to a heavier band every 4 to 6 weeks. You want to challenge the muscles so that it can promote growth. Now that you're gaining strength and you've been practicing proper form and you are increasing resistance, the fourth step here is now to incorporate full body workouts. Find workouts that target all major muscle groups, your upper body, your lower body, and your core, and do that 2 to 3 times per week. Good exercises to incorporate are rows or lunges and planks for balanced strength development. And I know that doing a full body workout can take a lot of time, especially if you have stacked many exercises to target all the major muscle groups. So here's another option. You can separate your exercises to do upper body workouts on one day and a lower body workout the next day while doing core every day. This will allow the muscles in different groups of your body to have time to rest and to recover. If you do decide to do the full body workout in one shot, it's going to be important to prioritize recovery. Make sure you rest 48 to 72 hours between these workout sessions so that your muscles can recover. And you want to maintain proper nutrition, but this also helps you to stick to this consistently. As I'm talking about all of this, please don't let all of this intimidate you. The main point is basically start where you are and be consistent. Having little wins along the way by finding that you're moving up in reps or resistance levels, it's going to feel great. And one day you're going to be playing with your kids or grandkids and realize that you're not as winded and that you're able to keep up and that you're actually building memories and making a generational impact. With small wins, you can stay consistent to your long-term health and strength. So to summarize, you want to find the resistance band that suits you with where you are now. Then start on some basic exercise moves that are not complicated, that are easily searched on YouTube or wherever you can see a demonstration of proper form. Stay consistent and don't give up. Track your progress and you will see results when one day soon you'll find that what you're doing is too easy and that now you're going to have to increase the resistance or the reps or the sets. You will feel so good and you'll have a great sense of accomplishment. We're not doing these strength exercises to become bodybuilders unless that's really what you want, but rather to build strength through functional strength training so that you can go about your days with greater mobility and less pain to do all that God has for you to do. God bless you, sister. Please take 30 seconds to give a 5-star review if you enjoyed this episode, as this really helps to spread the message to another busy mom that needs words of encouragement. Become an insider for self-care for busy moms. You'll get weekly suggestions and strategies to take better care of yourself, encouragement to thrive wherever God has you, and exclusive information about special events and offers. The link will be in the show notes, but it's also bit.ly/4N2UB Hey mama! Thank you for listening to the end. If you enjoyed today's episode, would you bless another mom who's looking for simple routines to feel healthy again? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcast. I'm always so encouraged to know that this podcast is helping you. Together, we can encourage one another for long-term strength and health because it matters to our families and for future generations to come. Just a reminder that I am not a substitute for medical advice. God bless you.